Let's get started because
Yes.
I'm dying to hear more about you, Teri. So why don't you? So Teri, you are the founder of StellarGirl.
Yes.
Which is very empowering, very exciting to me. You've got a lot. There's a lot of bits and pieces to what you do that all make sense together. But I would love for you to tell us about, the core of what StellarGirl is.
Okay, well, we just found that there was a bit of a blank space for women to celebrate their accomplishments. We seem to join together and have a community when things aren't going well. We're always there for each other when there's the moments of, when we need someone in a way that's not celebrating the big wins. And so when you think of the word stellar, you think of a win, you think of a stellar game, a stellar performance on YouTube or on the theater stage or on the movies. And we just think that stellar, the name itself, and then you add girl to it. And like, who wouldn't want to be a stellar girl? Someone who lives out their best life, who champions themselves and then celebrates other women. And we really wanted to celebrate people's accomplishments because I don't know I have a lot of amazing stellar guys in my life, which we're going to be launching soon, but because the Stellar brand, but I think of like guys going, yeah, like I had a great pass. I make this much money. I talk about all of my wins and my accomplishments. And women, we don't celebrate our accomplishments. Like where's our hype girls?
No, men are high-fiving. Men are high-fiving each other all the time, right?
Yeah. Like where are our hype girls? And so at StellarGirl, we created this community where we celebrate each other, we celebrate ourselves, we talk about, of course we're going to have bad moments, but we really want to celebrate each other and champion other women and other exceptional go-getters like you, Holly and Lauren and your entire team. So that is why we created StellarGirl, and it makes me happy. And we have so much fun on our platforms. I get to talk to amazing women on Speaking StellarGirl like you, Holly, and who've done exceptional things with their lives, wherever their journey started and where their story is going. I want to hear about it and I want to celebrate it and I want to support it.
So I love that.
Love the positivity.
So I created something that makes me happy. So that's
now. How long ago did you start StellarGirl?
Well, the name has been in our lives for a very long time. Our daughter's Stella, and yes, and then my man. I always say my man because boyfriend sounds so weird when you have so many kids. But my man, his company is has that word in it. And he's like, oh my gosh, like I found my stellar girl. And it wasn't about, oh my gosh, she's perfect for me. It's the fact that I love being positive. I love supporting other women and businesses and my friends. And so that's how the name started was from him. And, people I think it's a very underused word. We say boss babe and girl power, which are also amazing words to use. But, we don't talk about like stellar girls, like let's celebrate each other. So, and have fun while doing it. So we have fun.
Teri, you're originally from Canada. Is that correct?
Yes.
With the aboot.
Yeah.
Aboot or hotel or produce, pasta. I don't know. There's a few words. Yes. So I was born in a prairie town in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and I started my career at Bruce Allen Talent in my very early 20s. We are, and they still are, a music management company. So I was in the rock and roll business for about a decade. And I absolutely loved it. We could go on and on about stories from that era of my life if you want to, or we can just focus on the present.
Just will you drop one name?
Yes. Oh, I can drop them all because it's on their roster. So I mostly managed, obviously I worked for Bruce Allen, who is the CEO and founder of Bruce Allen Talent, hence the name. We managed Brian Adams. So Go Summer of 69.
Nice.
Obviously we had Martina McBride at the time when I was
Wow.
there. So it was amazing being in the country world. I absolutely loved that as well. We managed Michael Bublé, who we all love and still adore. And that is a story in itself, girls. We have to have another live for that. But Michael is an outstanding human and such a good person. He is exactly how he is on stage. He wants everyone to join in and sing. So Michael Bublé. Then we also managed wrestlers. I know that, WWE, WWF, it was kind of like change. We're there for the change. So I got to like travel to arenas all over the United States with Bret the Hitman Hart, and did book tours and Sundance Film Festival. So that was, we managed sports and musicians and artists and singer-songwriters. So I absolutely loved, I am who I am today because of that man, Bruce Allen, and because of my dad and mom. But
And
yeah.
I also might have come across that you yourself are a dancer.
Oh boy. Yes.
What is this tidbit? Tell us
So
more.
I am a folkloric ballet dancer. I was for about, I'd say 15 years. We toured Ukraine, all throughout the United States and Canada with Pavlichenko Folkloric Ensemble. And it was an amazing experience to do that as well. So I got to see a lot of the world very, very young. But you grew up quick back. I mean, I can't believe you go there without a cell phone. Just like go to Ukraine when you're 18, 17, and your parents can't get a hold of you. It was just, and then now you can't think of all those things without our phones. I mean, look at yesterday, guys. Look at yesterday.
Yeah, it's wild, isn't it? I wouldn't let my kids go anywhere without being able to contact them at this point. Teri, did you and Carol already connect on the fact that she managed Diamond Dallas Page?
No.
Or did PR? Yeah. So you guys probably crossed paths at one point or another. I would say maybe 20 years ago. With that,
that's yeah.
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 So I think she was with Dallas Page for a while doing his PR.
Oh my gosh,
so
that's awesome.
You'll have to connect on that.
I will, absolutely. Yeah. I love these connections. It's like the circle of love.
Yeah.
We bring each other back together. So I love it. I absolutely love it. And I love what you guys do and your mission and what you've created, starting at your kitchen table. And I loved hearing all about your story when you were on Speaking StellarGirl, Holly. And I absolutely adore my beautiful, I don't know if, I hope everyone can see it.
Yeah.
It's sand from Bora Bora where Keith and I got engaged. So I just absolutely love it. It means so much to me. And I love turquoise. So that's why I chose this one. And your presentation is beautiful. And I saved the box. And normally I don't save boxes. I recycle them, but I saved them because you look at this and you read it. And for those of you who are watching today and who don't have a piece of Dune, go get a piece of Dune, send them your sand or choose from their sand bank, because I always believe in purposeful promotion. And I mean, like, live for the moment, then take it with you.
Yeah.
And
keep those memories with you.
Keep those memories with you. So I wear this and every time I'm like, Keith didn't empty the dishwasher. It's okay. I got a good memory right here.
Yeah, I was reading through some of our messages that we get from our customers.
Yeah.
And someone the other day said, I had brain cancer and had surgery, so I can't remember things that well, but I hold on to my Dune bracelet with Aruba so I can immediately go there. And you saying like how it's tied to make you not mad at your husband, just instantly I was like, it's like, it's like a brain jog.
I'm never mad at him. I do, you just get those little moments. Yeah. Because hopefully he's on now. So
hi. Hi, honey.
Hi.
So
much fun.
I was lucky enough to be on your podcast not too long ago, and it was such a great experience. How many podcasts are you doing at this point? Is it a regular? Is it, where can people listen to them? Because I think, you're very inquisitive by nature. You're curious,
Oh, thank you.
which is awesome because I think those are the best interviews.
I 100% agree. I feel like it's just like a conversation between two girls that meet over a screen, and like I feed off their energy. Their energy is infectious. I get to hear and learn about the story and be inspired, and take something from that particular episode and put it into my own life. And I absolutely love that. And I've started. Well, StellarGirl launched at the end of 2020. So it's very new, and we started our podcast. My first episode was with Rania Markarius. She is the CEO of Crime Stoppers in Houston, Texas. And
Wow.
so I was, of course, nervous. And I've never done a podcast before. I was on live TV back in the day when I did style reporting for KATU News, which is affiliate of ABC in Portland, Oregon. So I did style reporting there, but I've never interviewed someone. And so she made me feel very, very comfortable. We have about 50 plus episodes, and they air every Thursday, Speaking StellarGirl, available on YouTube and all podcast formats. So Apple, Spotify, or wherever you choose to get your podcast from.
Love it.
It's fantastic. Do you love podcasting now? Is it is it something are you surprised at how much you love doing it? I know you love doing it, but was that a surprise for you?
Yes, because now I feel I love the research actually too. Like before I speak to a guest, I get to learn so much about that particular guest. And I put so much time into that as well. And of course I love surprises. But I love to do and learn and hear about their stories and figure out how did they get there today? And then, really get into it. But I do, I've been surprised a couple of times, and, with someone who's been emotional or someone who, expressed something for the first time. And those are always moments that, people feel comfortable doing that over a screen. Imagine all these stellar girls out there that, there's a void, there's something missing because they don't get to talk about and share their story. And, I interview women with 2,000 followers. I interview women with, 500,000 followers. To me, it's about their journey, their path. It doesn't necessarily, they're all equally important. Everyone's got a journey and a story. I want StellarGirl to be, their destination to feel in a space where they can come and oh my gosh, I'm wearing a stellar outfit today. I'm going to tag StellarGirl. She'll repost it, of course. I meet girls on the street. Yeah. They're like, oh my gosh, I'm just starting out. I've got 500 followers. I'm like, heck, send me your stuff. I'll totally story you. I'll support you. Because that's what we do at StellarGirl.
Love that.
What a warm heart. Now, where are you now, Teri?
So I came full circle. It was a long time for me to admit that I'm back in the prairies. So I'm back in the forest. I live in Wisconsin. And, but we get to travel it's one of I love to do that as Holly, when we got into that on the podcast, you love to see the world and feel the sand between your toes. And when I follow you, Holly, every morning, not every morning, but you take your bare feet and you ground yourself into the earth, whether you're walking to your garden, which is what brings you joy. I feel like that. So I get to walk on my grass instead of the sand and the mountains where I came from in Vancouver. We had, the beach was right outside of my apartment. And now I've come full circle. I'm back in the prairies as I'm looking out my window and the fall leaves, and it's pretty here. And we have all 4 seasons. And,
Beautiful.
My family's all, my 4 walls are here, my family, but the rest of my family's still in Canada.
And how much better is the cheese in Wisconsin?
I don't really know, Lauren, because I don't eat a lot of it.
Yeah, I can tell. Yeah. Look at your arms.
It's not that it's, right now. Oh, thank you. Exercise is my movement. It's my meditation. It's my therapy. So I like to move. So I was a former fit model. So that's why I kind of keep up with it a little bit, but I don't know. The cheese is the cheese. I mean, I'm sure it's really good. My kids all eat cheese curds. It's very important here. In Canada, we had poutine, which is fries with cheese, melted cheese with gravy on it. So like, yeah, of course I'll indulge in that, but it's just not good for my, I don't know.
No.
Doesn't sit well, dairy.
What
So-
is
Cheese and I are in a toxic relationship and I can't break up with it.
You can't break up with cheese? Tell me, what's your favorite cheese, Lauren? What's your favorite cheese? Let's talk about cheese.
Gouda, smoked Gouda.
Okay. If I had to pick, I'd probably go with brie. If I was going to have like some brie crackers or sourdough.
Apple slices and brie.
I'll make a sandwich. You're making me hungry.
It's a good one.
You're making me hungry. So I know you two have been together forever, and I love that. You guys are, I love your guys' story too. How did you two meet?
We met because we were looking to add to the team at Dune, and Dustin Bell, who was with me actually before Dune was Dune, he was my assistant in real estate with my real estate career. And then he carried over to Dune and started the business with me, and Lauren and Dustin are best friends. So he recommended Lauren. She came on part-time to start and then quickly worked to full-time, and she's held pretty much every different position within the business. So
Yeah. And I, like you, Teri. So when Dustin told me that there was this opportunity, I couldn't believe that nobody had been doing anything like this with beach sand before, because as a beach lover, it just, I was like, how is this a new thing? Like, she's the only one doing it? What? And then the live for the moment, then take it with you. When I saw that tagline, because you came up with that right off the bat, I was like, this woman's a genius. I'm working here forever.
And she is.
Yes.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, so it's been, I mean, like I said, we've been through, we joke because, like now I'm headed down to Miami. We've got a nice Airbnb. Whereas when Lauren first started going to trade shows, she'd be in like Motel 6 and being propositioned outside. I mean, we're bootstrapped.
We all started somewhere. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, the stories are a little scary. And now as a mother of two daughters, I'm kind of like, God, what was I thinking sending her there? But
I'm resilient.
That's what we had in the budget. I'm sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
But we made it. Knock on wood. We're here, and we're here to tell the story. So
Yes, exactly.
I love that.
Teri, I'm dying to know a little bit more about your fitness routine and your diet, only because I've been stalking you more on social media lately, and you're so fit and so lean and healthy. And I'm just curious. And I think that anyone watching would be curious too, especially seeing those beautiful arms, those strong arms.
Oh, well, thank you. I feel strong. I feel healthy. I'm definitely not skinny. I talk about, being, you highlight your assets, right? So, maybe my arms are my better StellarGirl. Yes.
We've got to talk about that.
We'll
Talking
talk
about
StellarGirl.
highlighting.
Yes. But I believe in starting like with a really good breakfast. I always start off my morning every morning with like a green juice or a smoothie with fruit with protein powder, because I feel that really starts and kicks off your day. I do drink coffee. I do drink lemon water in the morning for my skin and to reset your gut and all of that stuff. And I try to eat as clean as possible. And I think that is one of the things that I can read the ingredients on the back of something. If I'm eating something out of a package that's not fresh, like vegetables or fruit, if I can read and pronounce everything in the ingredient lists, I will put that in my body. I always say that my tips are like, get rid of every soda and every diet soda there is in the world, because aspartame and sucralose. So if you go to Starbucks and you get a skinny vanilla latte, and believe me, yes, they're good, but I'd rather have the vanilla that is full of sugar than the one that's sugar-free, because the chemicals from sucralose and aspartame actually were developed for pesticides to kill plants and weeds in the fields. So I always say like, oh yeah, it's no calories to drink this Diet Coke, but we're really, really, really not. I don't know if you're learning anything about this today, but it really focuses right into that belly area. And it just is not healthy to have those two chemicals in your body. So if you're going to have something, don't have it with sucralose and aspartame, where I find that stevia, they're making all those new stevia drinks like Zevia, and they have all these drinks with stevia, which is plant-based, which is healthier. for sure. And I consume that.
You would consume stevia. It's so funny that you're talking about this right now, because I've been having an internal battle about my morning coffee.
Okay.
And because I usually have 2 little cubes of sugar in
Yes.
there with
Yes.
the collagen powder and cinnamon and I do half caffeine, or half caffeinated, half decaf. It's a whole situation in the morning.
Yeah.
And I do the lemon water every morning.
Good.
But I'm like, I've got to just get rid of, I don't want to kick off the day with sugar. Like it's setting me up for craving it for the rest of the day. 100%. And I know that, but it's that those first few sips in the morning, and I'm like, oh, it's so good. And it's exactly how I like it. And now I've been thinking, oh, I wonder if I should try it with stevia. Will that make a difference, do you think?
It will. It will let you, you will not crave sweets for the rest of the day. The first thing you put in your body after you're breaking your fast, right, from sleeping, is really, really important. What I've learned through the years, even because you have to go on and off cycle for what I used to do anyway. And so the sugar, it sets your body up for failure, for the rest of the day. So yes, there's stevia drops you can put in Holly. There's stevia packets. And there's also, if you have pure honey that you buy at your farmer's market, or maple syrup that you buy at your farmer's market, like either one of those things will sweeten naturally versus putting the refined sugar into your coffee in the morning.
I love that. I'm going to try the stevia though. I kind of had my mind made up, and this pushed me over the edge.
Good. So yeah, movement to me is key. I love to move. That's why I can't sit still. It's hard for me to sit through a podcast. I'm like always trying to moving. I'm on my computer writing a blog for like an hour. I'm like, okay, I got to go run up and down the stairs 5 times because I feel like I have to move, and we always sit so much. So, I mean, I work out, but I don't work out super hard. Like I work out 30 minutes to 50 minutes 6 days a week. And the day off, I always make sure I have movement. So whether it's a walk or something like that. So you asked about food and exercise, and I do it all. I do yoga, Pilates. I love my Peloton. I love walking. Walking while you're vacationing is the best, because you get to eat all the time, and then you just get to walk it off.
Yeah. I love that. I agree.
Yeah.
I get to work out more when I'm away from home than when I'm home, quite honestly. I always get a workout in before we go to the trade shows in the morning, even though I know I'm going to be on my feet all day. I don't feel right unless I get to the gym or take a jog down to the beach. Yeah. Just to break a sweat. I need to break a sweat.
Get those toxins out. Yeah. Get those toxins out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Do you do any of I know this is becoming a fitness moment.
That's okay.
We can talk
about whatever.
Do you do any of the saunas, the infrared sauna?
My chiropractor has one. I've tried it. I don't have one obviously readily available to me to use, but I hear they're extremely beneficial. I think massages are very important. I love to get a good massage, a good lymphatic drainage massage. There's things that can get your lymph nodes, circulating and flushing out the water that your body holds on to. Because if we eat a lot of sodium, which is in those processed foods that if you turn around a can of something, there's going to be like 1,500 milligrams of sodium in one serving. And there could be 4 servings in that can. We got to constantly flush out that sodium, especially as we get older. And so in order to do that, drink more water, eat less sodium, and then break that sweat however you want to do it. But that lymphatic drainage massage that I was just mentioning earlier, like you asked about the saunas, like I do it on myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's like this paddle you can do and the gua sha thing, and you can do lymphatic drainage. It's a soft touch. It's like a soft, to get the surface of your lymph nodes just sort of draining and circulating and getting rid of all the water that we hold on to. So definitely, Melissa Wood Health has helped me with lymphatic drainage. I always say Melissa Wood Health, but that's not her name. Obviously that's her app. And I don't know her. It's hilarious. You're like, you watch
tagging her now.
Instagram. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, but she's like taught me a lot about lymphatic drainage and how to do it. And she's got tutorials and IGTVs. So there I go. I'm just supporting another woman.
I love it.
And she taught me a lot about how to do that. And so, but yeah, I think saunas would be a great edition.
Edition.
Do you do with them?
I've been looking at the there's this influencer Angie Green who has one, like a traveling one.
Oh,
It's like a sleeping bag. But I've been looking at that thinking that could maybe be a good investment.
you know, and there's also biomats. You can lay on those biomats, which are full of amethyst crystals. If you've heard of those,
I love that. Yeah.
those are really, really good. I love crystals. I believe in power of energy of a good crystal. So
Yeah,
there's lots
I
of
was
things.
gonna say with the lymphatic draining, I follow another woman-owned brand,
Tell me.
Pause Well Aging, and they have this
Pause
Pause Well Aging.
Okay, I'm writing it down.
Yes, and they have this amazing tool that all the celebrities are using now, like they're geared towards women of a certain age. Obviously, I'm not near that, but I use the tool all the time.
Okay.
I'd love to learn the lymphatic draining for the rest of my body, but it really has helped
Yeah.
do just the facial part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. She'll teach you all about it. I could stand up and show you, but no one wants to see that right now.
Next time, will you come back and do a tutorial for us?
Yeah.
That would be awesome,
I
actually.
would love that.
Tell us a little bit about this. This is your premier product, correct?
Yes. Yes.
StellarGirl Glimmer Lotion. It smells so good. And what was the inspiration behind this being your first product?
Okay, so this is our hero product and it took 3 years to create. And thank you for asking because it's my baby and I'll try to keep it short, but please cut me off if I'm going on and on and on because no one wants to hear me do that. So I'll do it as fast as I can. But so I've been wearing this for about 10 years, but not this. I've been wearing my do-it-yourself. So I started with a Vino lotion and then I would brush on iron oxide. Then I'd use Urban Decay. I'll plug them too, whatever. And then I'd use like glitter and then I'd use like Laura Mercier setting powder over top. It took forever to put this all over my body. And I travel a lot. I've been to, 50 plus countries and everywhere I went, like whether it was a waitress, whether it was a girl on the street, whether it was, someone at the hotel we were staying at, or, we went to conventions and people say, what is on your skin? I need to have that. And so after, 4 years of hearing that over and over and over and over again, Keith's like, why don't we make it? And I'm like, I'd love to make it. So it took me like 3 years and so many samples and so many prototypes. As you guys know how much effort it takes to create a product. People don't even think about the design, the tubing, the packaging, like how big the hole is when it comes out, right? Yeah. Exactly. And my tagline is Stellar Girls always leave a little sparkle behind because Lauren, if you're wearing black and Holly gave you a little hug, there'll be like a little speck of glimmer on your black sweater.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe it's navy and my eyes aren't. I need my glasses.
It's green.
Oh, it's green. Okay. See,
on your green sweater. Moment
so, but yeah, it's a celebration for your skin and we have fun and we leave a little sparkle behind and it's excellent all seasons. Like I wear mine every day because it makes me happy. And the way I found out it made me happy and it actually really underlined my entire process of why I created a lotion with sparkle and shimmer and glimmer is because I think I mentioned this to Holly before, is that when you see the water, you see something, the snow, you see something that's sparkling and the sun shining on it and it sparkles and it glimmers. It actually triggers dopamine in the body. And we hear that all the time that different things trigger your dopamine, but definitely sparkle, glitter, shimmer does. And I read this ecological study and I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I had Dr. Karen on, my podcast and she's like 100%. She's Dress for Success. She's an amazing teacher at FIT, a professor in New York. And she talks about how what you wear changes your mood. And so when I talked to her about my lotion on camera, she's like, well, that's exactly what it does. It actually makes you happy because you're looking down at your skin, you're sparkling and shimmering, and you're like, how could you not be happy wearing this?
I love that.
So I made it because it went with the brand. It's I don't know. I love putting it on. I wear it at the beach. I wear it going out. I wear it every day. I wear it to the gym. There's a little bit of glitter on everything and it's okay. Someone in an elevator will know that I was there or someone who was wearing it.
Exactly.
Because we always leave a little sparkle behind.
I love too that it's very clean. Like there's no heavy. So I'm super sensitive to like heavy scents. This
Okay.
just blends into your skin and kind of
Yes.
smells like your soap, or like there's no overbearingness to the scent of it, and therefore
Yes.
I think you can wear it anytime, any place, which I love.
Yes. Yes. And so, and it has all those elements to it as well. And some people, like if your skin's on the drier side, the glitter falls off a little sooner. So I always say, if you're on the drier side, put your own lotion on over top and then wear mine as a highlighter. And then I had just had a girl that actually put a little bit on her cheek. And so they dabbed it on her face. And then I had one girl just send me a picture of her and she wore it as a lip gloss. And I'm like,
really?
how also her lips were nude, and then she put a little bit of StellarGirl Glimmer Lotion, just
That's
dabbed
a
it, but
really
like
cool
very
idea.
little. And I put mine on my cheek just as a little bit of a highlighter, and has a little sparkle there. You can put it on your eyelids, but it's mostly for the body, and it's oatmeal based. So it is okay for sensitive skin. Of course, you have to read the ingredients list. You know, I can pronounce almost everything until I get to the very end. You know, there's a few things that go into products, right? That you,
Yeah.
and so everyone has to, you can do a test pass. I have not had one customer yet send it back and say, you know, it irritated my skin. I got a bump. I got something. So far, so good.
Yeah.
Watch after this live.
No, you're solid. You can tell it's a nice short ingredient list. It's clean. It's perfect.
Yes. The main ingredient is happy and love and kindness, because we just want to, that's what we want to be at StellarGirl.
Now, you have such a positive light about you.
Oh,
You're
thank you.
spreading stellar messages everywhere. Do you have like a hack or a tip for if you're feeling a little bit less than 100%, something that you might do or say to yourself to bring you back up to that 100?
100% I do. I haven't actually, I don't think I've ever shared this yet. So some people talk about having like those moments of maybe panic, anxiety. People, they're a mental health moment that they're like, oh my gosh, right? Or I'm not having a good day. My 4 kids made a massive mess after I just cleaned the house and there's just all this disaster, or someone's sick or something, or you feel like not yourself, not your stellar girlness self, right? And so I say hello to it. So I will look in the mirror and I'll say, hi, anxiety, how are you doing today? And I don't know if this sounds silly to you or not, but that will be a tip that I say hello. I acknowledge that I'm feeling that way. Or if I'm angry or sad, I'll acknowledge it and say, and accept it into my being and accept it into my person or my surroundings or my moment, and say, okay, how is my mindset going to change to slowly breathe out of this moment that is not so stellar? Because oh my gosh, people have days that are awful, months, years, that they feel stuck and feel sad, and they feel or anxious or panicked or even depressed. I say, okay, there's all this stuff going on. How am I going to handle my day? I have 20 plates spiraling in the air. One of them's going to fall down. Then my whole world that's planned out in 15-minute increments is going to come crashing to the floor. And I just say, hey, anxiety, hey, bad day, how am I going to reset to do that? Whether it's like Holly takes off her shoes, she goes outside and goes for a breath of fresh air. That helps me. But I acknowledge it and say hello to it, because if you just push it to the side, I feel that it doesn't get, you don't process it, and you can't actually fix it.
Yeah. If you try to just ignore it, it's going to fester all day long.
Yep.
And you
Or
might
call
wake
a
up
girlfriend
tomorrow and be okay, but
Yeah.
your whole day's shot.
Yes. So
Yep.
say hello to it and then call a girlfriend.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm going to start doing that.
Because
I think I shove it down. I'm like, I can move past this.
Yeah, and we do. And we wear this badge of honor as we talk about, like, oh my gosh, like I work 24/7. The Europeans don't work 24/7. They get up at 9, they go for a coffee and a croissant. They have their day. They're done at 7. They have dinner at 9. And we hustle, especially in the US, I find, because as you know, Holly and Lauren, you guys have traveled everywhere. I've seen the different cultures, and that's what I love about travel, is like you get to slow down sometimes.
Yeah.
And, you know, we say, oh my gosh, I work 24/7. Well, is that really good?
No. Well, you know what? Actually, it depends. It depends on the person.
And you have to
Um,
hustle.
Yeah. Yeah. It depends on the person. There are many people out there that just are not built to work 24/7, but there are also people out there who feel a sense of comfort and a sense of security
Yes.
from their work.
Yes.
So it becomes okay for those people. And,
Yes.
you know, as much as I'm very, I'm very sensitive to the fact that most people are not like that. But I also don't feel as if I don't want to have to apologize or
No.
I'm sorry. I know I was up doing emails at 11 p.m. and people were like, oh, get off your computer. But I don't want to. Like,
No.
But just because I like to work, and it's probably a habit developed over years of just knowing that if I go to work and I do a good job, then I'm rewarded from it. And I've gotten into that cycle, and it's comfort for me. So
100%.
I don't expect that from everyone else, but they also don't need to expect from me, you know, and tell me to go take a break, because maybe I don't need one. So it's a fine line.
Yeah, that, you know, you're very right. And I am one of you, Holly. I do emails. I'm up at midnight typing away and responding to what I missed during the day or getting caught up. And I love that, because people thrive where they're happy and where they're in their comfort zone. And for so many of men and women, work is, they do feel comfortable, but as long as they're enjoying it and they enjoy being it and doing that and working towards that goal, creating a new product, you know, making a new piece of jewelry, and working at that. I mean, if that brings you joy, then yes, whether it's working hard,
as long as your family's not suffering either, right? Like I first and foremost, like this morning, I got up, I put the first thing I did was I put chicken noodle soup in the crock pot. Yeah, you know me and the crock pot girl.
I love the crock pot.
And her chicken noodle soup. It's the best chicken noodle soup ever.
Oh,
sorry, Grandma.
But I know that if the day runs long, or because I have to travel, if I need to run out and get some stuff after work and I'm not home to give dinner to my family, I know that they're all set. Like I've learned little hacks and ways to just make sure that they're okay. It's not all work all the time, or if it is all work all the time, they're being taken care of in a way that they still feel loved and special and like a priority.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but if you're falling apart and your kids are getting bad grades and, you know, your husband's angry at you all the time, then there's a problem. Then take a break, you know, go reset. Figure it out, reset. But
figure out why you're not.
Knock on wood. So far, so good.
Exactly. We all have days like that.
Yeah.
And I know maybe we need an Instapot and a crock pot.
I need to try.
I'm scared.
I am too.
I'm scared of the Instapot. I don't know. I'm just super scared of it. I have comfort in my things.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I grew up with crock pots.
Same.
And I know that it's not going to burn my house down.
Yep.
And I can leave it on low for like 8 hours until I come home, and it makes the best chili or your chicken noodle soup.
I do chili too. And so vegetarian chili. Yeah.
But Instapots give me anxiety.
Yeah. I haven't, my mother-in-law I think I have one that my mother-in-law bought me, and it's
okay. It just sits there.
I know.
I don't know. I don't know what that is. Yeah. It's a thing.
I don't have either. So
comment here if you feel anxiety from Instapots. I can't even see the comments. I got to get closer to my phone.
I know. We'll have to, I don't know. Danielle, are you watching any of the comments? Did we miss anything?
No, just love.
Just lots of love. And okay.
There's lots of love.
If anyone has any questions for any of us, please send questions. And sorry, go ahead.
No, I just wanted to say that you guys, these two women right here, they created a magical stellar company. And I am so thrilled and honored to be invited on Kitchen Tabletops, even though we need to be at our kitchen table making chicken noodle soup and trying out our Instapot.
Yeah.
That I love your messaging. I love what you created. I love that you created it, your kitchen table talk, and then you made it into a series. Your branding is exceptional. What you've done for people to see these moments on their body when they remember their your experimental jewelry. Like, I just think it's just an incredible brand. And I'm so honored to be here today and to have the chance to talk to your community and to both of you, two other stellar women. And I just love everything about Dune. And if you don't have your Dune jewelry, go grab some sand or some dirt from your favorite walking trail, some dirt from your favorite walking trail.
Absolutely. Like hiking.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be a beach. Maybe your thing is the mountains and you grab a little earth, right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
And
or
send
leaf,
it in or shop from their bank.
As the seasons change, if you grab a leaf.
Oh, you do a leaf?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
We did one, someone sent in birch bark for the same bracelet that you have, and it looked stunning.
Really beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
that is awesome.
We haven't actually said where people can get in touch with you.
Okay, so StellarGirl Official is my Instagram handle, and StellarGirl.com is where you can, see, I change it every single week. We have a new guest, we have a new blog. We have not only our hero product, which is our Glimmer Lotion, but we have things that celebrate us being a Stellar Girl. Like I have a necklace that you can buy for your girlfriend that says Stellar Girl. And I noticed that you guys have a bar necklace that you guys just put out as well. And you can put whatever you'd like inside of it and on top of it, which I love. Mine's this one, our bar necklaces says Stellar Girl. I don't know, you guys are are you guys in warm weather or cold weather?
No, we're in Boston.
Yeah. Okay.
Cold.
You guys need some Stellar Girl beanies that we just came out with.
Those are adorable.
So they're a little bit slouchy. They've got a little Stellar Girl bar, but guess what? You can take off the fur palm and wash it. It looks silly without it, but it actually,
I love it.
But it's fun because you can, it's just a little, show your Stellar Girl, you can gift it. It's great for the holidays. We have ball caps and a few other things as well. And then also if you wear makeup for the white one, you might want to, have the opportunity to take off the fur palm, but no,
to wash it.
So that's where you can find all things Stellar Girl on our website and Instagram. I do have Facebook as well, but mostly we are active on Instagram and obviously our website. We talk all things a lifestyle of being stylish, of dressing for your body and your mood and your destination. We have a section called Strong where we talk about everything we've talked about today, which is movement and what you're putting in your body. We have a section called Shine where we talk about inner beauty. And things that you put on your skin, how do they affect you? Then we have an area called Sights, which is all about travel and sharing your experiences. And I'm not talking about a massive vacation to Europe, although yes, we need to go to Greece and
yes, please.
France one day, but even an adventure in your own backyard, I talk about, just getting out of your comfort zone, getting in a car with a couple of girlfriends, singing at the top of your lungs and driving a couple hours to a concert that we can do now.
Yeah.
So we're lifestyle. We have a Stellar Girl mindset. We try to live our best lives every day, saying hello to our anxiety or issues when they arise, but also just the whole movement and community of celebrating each other and truly supporting other women. Like I'm wearing my girlfriend's ring right now because, she's got a jewelry company. I want to, when I go shopping, all over the world, I only find the designers that are local to that area. And I shop and I support only those female-based, local designers, because that's what I want to go. That's what I want to do. That's what Stellar Girl is all about. And if we can't support each other, then, there's room for all of us to win, I think. So
agree 100%.
Here. Now, Teri, yes, really hard-hitting question.
Uh-oh.
What is your star sign?
I'm a Taurus.
I knew it. You're so emotionally supportive and grounded.
Oh, that's awesome. I have to look into horoscopes more. I think, do you know a lot about them, Lauren?
I do. Also, it's funny.
Okay.
So I'm a Scorpio, which is the
Okay.
exact polar opposite of a Taurus.
Oh.
And throughout my life, all of my like close girlfriends, every single one of them is Taurus.
We are going to be StellarGirl friends.
I love it.
But I'm supposed to be really stubborn, but I'm very loyal.
Oh, yes. Yep. Very stubborn,
That's a good
very
thing.
loyal.
I'm
Loves
set in my
to
ways.
snuggle.
I don't like to snuggle, or I like to
You
snuggle.
do. You love to snuggle.
I do. I'm a hugger too. Like I love a good hug. Makes you feel so good. You know?
Yeah. Lauren is too.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Holly, what's your sign?
Libra
Libra.
all day long. Yep.
All day long. And are you
Exhausting.
textbook Libra?
For the most part, not 100%. I've got to do like the whole chart. I don't know like what my rising is and things like that. What's that?
That's the next
Yeah, next
level.
level. I've got to figure out my rising sign and what else?
moon.
Moon
Your big
sign.
three is really all we need to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll get there.
Okay. That is so awesome.
This has
I'm-
been so much
Are
fun.
you not going to ask your hard hitting question?
My hard hitting question is
Oh, tell me.
who's
Hit
your
me.
celebrity crush?
Oh. Oh, Keith, are you still there? I can't see. It's kind of a celebrity. He is a celebrity. I also named my son after him
Oh,
because the reason I did that is it's actually Tom Brady, and I know Giselle, he's taken.
there. No,
But
this is a good celebrity crush.
It's Tom Brady, and Boston.
Yeah.
He was just home,
Yes.
and he was a winner.
Yes.
And so Peyton Manning was playing Tom Brady in the divisional championship the year my son was born. And I looked at the TV and I said, whoever wins this game, I'm going to name my kid after, because he was due shortly thereafter.
Wow.
So anyways, and I'm like, Tom Brady, he's a winner. When he was doing his interview after the game, he talked about, his family, his wife, his kids, his team members. And he wins because he surrounds himself with the same thinkers, the same attitude, and I've always thought like, and I love a good athlete. Like I love that people say they want to accomplish something and they want to win and they want to be the best of the best. And I just thought, and this was I had my first son in 2005. So
Yes.
I'm dating
that was
myself as well, but
a while ago.
but that's
Yeah.
it's going to be Tom Brady.
I like it. That's a good one.
I can appreciate
Yeah.
that for sure.
Can you?
Same.
Yeah, he's a looker too,
Yeah. It sure is.
right?
Yeah, I can't disagree with you on anything you just said.
Is that yours? Is that yours too, Lauren? Who's yours?
Oh God, this week.
She has a rotating.
I
Hers
do.
changes.
This week,
Yeah.
because we entered spooky season, I have to say Gary Oldman.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Give me that Dracula any day.
Random.
It is. I literally, Teri, my boyfriend, gets freaked out because of how many different types of celebrity and men in general I find attractive.
Well, it's because of your star sign, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yep, I've had the same one for 16 years. Holly, who's yours?
Jason Momoa, Aquaman.
Aquaman.
Mhm.
He's got the hair.
He's just the best.
He's dreamy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he's a conservationist, and he's always speaking out for the ocean and trying his best to give the ocean a voice, and eliminating single-use plastic, and not to mention he's like 6'4" and just adorable.
A hunk of burning love.
Yes.
Can we say
love
that?
him. Hunk of burning love. Yeah. Why not?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Why can't
Yeah.
we say that?
He
As we
throw me
can,
over
we
his
can-
shoulder any day.
Yeah, he just seems
Oh,
wild and fun and free. And on that
I love
note,
you. This is fun.
you're gonna have to come back for another. I think we could do a whole other
Topic.
episode, a whole other
Yeah,
topic.
we did the motion.
Yeah.
Next
Count me in.
time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We
All
can,
right.
we can work out together. We can talk about
Yes.
food. We can talk about movement. We can talk about,
I
or
would love
not. We
that.
can sit here and talk about what we're wearing. I don't care. I just,
would love
I
that.
just, I just want to be in the June family.
You're
You're
here,
in.
babe.
You're
Okay.
in.
So
Yeah,
maybe, yeah,
she wants to do one about a workout. I would love a tutorial about how to dress for your body.
That's a good one.
I am in. And we can do it on
Possibilities are
camera, off camera, whatever you want, whenever you need anything, tips, tricks. I'm your girl. DM me, text me. I will respond ASAP. I got
love
your
that.
back, girls. I got your back.
All right,
Same
you guys. So
here.
do not forget to follow Teri and StellarGirl because
Oh,
she's going to have
thank
all
you.
this fun content for you. And I'm just so excited to watch you grow and evolve. And I mean, the brand is moving fast, so it's exciting
Thank
to
you.
watch.
Yes, we are super excited. And all of the Stellar girls out there, get yourself some Dune and share in this very amazing company that Holly created at her kitchen table. And thank you guys so much for having me today.
And don't
Thank
forget your
you.
StellarGirl shimmer lotion as
Yeah.
well.
To glitter like
Shimmer
gold.
glimmer.
I
Yeah.
just want to say thank you to everyone who tuned in
Yes.
and watched this kitchen table talks. And if you are hungry for even more Holly and Teri content, head over to Stellar Girl and